Okay, so we're back at it with the XLT round 2 mods. Front to rear, we've done a bit already, heaps more to come, but the big one that we've done is removing this tub and chucking a Norweld Elite Tray on it. So why would you do that? You buy a vehicle, you go to the dealer, I want that one today. It's got a tub, we can take care of it. We can remove the tub, put the tray on, relocate all the technology and get everything working as it did from factory. If you pick up a second-hand vehicle, again, this allows us to offer an upgrade for our customers. Take the tub off, put the tray on, set that vehicle up for touring, work, whether you're a fleet buyer, ag, tradie, just love camping, perfect way to set your vehicle up. Let's go have a look. All right, so from the back, obviously the tray's on. So with the cab chassis, Ford did a great job bringing out that vehicle with the DAP bar. With the XLT and the tub variant, there's no that the DAP bar doesn't exist. All the technology is mounted in the taillights and in the rear bumperette. So what we've had to do is come up with a way to relocate that tech to work with the Norweld tray and get everything working as it did from Ford. So from underneath, you can see we've got the radars relocated. So these are prototype brackets for testing. So we've done the set the setup, we've got an ADAS calibration tool, we've got the scan tool, we've got the 4Scan, we've got all the gear. We've spent the money, we've set it up, ready to go, and Josh is just in the final stages, our mechanical engineer. He's hidden up the front. He's in the final stages of just fitting off the fuel filler and the depth filler. So slightly different from the cab chassis, but still we're able to make everything work, and now we're going to take it for a drive and do a bit of testing. But the level of detail that the team have put into this, like it's a couple of weeks, we had this car about 3 weeks now, so tray off or tub off, playing around with it, measuring, 3D scanning, ADAS calibration, all the things that we've had to do to make it work. There's been a fair bit going into this one so far. I'm keen to see it on the road and I can't wait to drive it later on today. Stage 1 is done. We've done the mods list. We've ticked off all the boxes so far. A few things to go, but let me walk you through what we've done so far, give you an idea of where we're at. So obviously, front end, ARB bull bar and side rails. We've chucked the winch in there, STEDI Type X lights on the bull bar, and then we've also got the mini Evos up on the Rhino backbone rack. And then what we've done, bit of traction green colouring in the panels that drop in. So when STEDI supply these lights, they have these pieces that you could colour code. They come with a few different colours, but so to the boys, let's paint these traction green, make it stick out. Looks mint, as they say. GME XRS-375, the new one from the boys at GME. Thanks, Tony. Wheel to eye combo, probably one of the things that we struggle most with when we're putting the new vehicle together. We've got a few things that we like to sort of stick to, but this one, we wanted a different look with the green. We thought that bronzy brown color would really work. So fuel coverts in an 18-inch. POS 20, if you're wondering. So we get a lot of comments, what wheels, what tires, what offset, blah, blah, blah. 18-inch POS 20 fuel coverts. Nitto Ridge Grappler 35, good all-round tire. I ran on the bull, run on Anvil, run on Steve's truck, run on heaps of different vehicles. Good all-round tire. Ticks the boxes most of the time for everyone. Good tire. Inside's pretty much standard XLT apart from the radio. Biggest change, obviously, tub's gone at the scrappers already, I believe, and the Norweld Elite Tray is on the back. So Elite Tray for the Super Duty in the dual cab, 1826 long, 1950 wide. So it is 100mm wider than your standard Ranger tray because of the huge wheel tyre setup that we've got on these vehicles. With the trays, obviously, if you've got an extra cab, it's going to be 2126. Single cab is going to be 2526 long, same width. Toolbox combos change, obviously, over the length of vehicles, but it gives you an idea if you're setting one of these vehicles up, you get the different variants. It's just going to be a longer tray, extra boxes at the front. Fuel filler, DEF filler relocated there from the side of the tub into the front of the headboard. 40-litre water tanks underneath, the rear drawers at the back, tie downs built into the floor, dual spare tyre holders on the headboard, and it'll hold those 35s, no worries. Colour-coded automotive 2-pack paint in-house in traction green, and obviously we've got the Elite Type 2 toolboxes with the torque hinges, so that lid stays where we need it to. Pretty cool little setup there. Double gutter system on the toolbox lids as well. So if you haven't seen our toolboxes up close, that's how we do it. Probably the biggest thing that you're going to realise on this vehicle or notice on this vehicle is the rear end. So usually Super Duties come with a DAP bar on the cab chassis variants. Tub variant, the radars are in the tail lights, the reverse sensors are in the mini bumperette, camera brackets up in the tailgate as well. So we've had to relocate those 3 things. Radars on a bracket down, tucked up under there, out of the way. Tow bar's nice and clean. We've still got the tow hitch and the wiring for all that ready to go. Reverse sensors are in the light board, as we usually do on all the other vehicles. And then the camera's just tucked up here somewhere, right there. So super simple way to do it, so you would think, but it took us a solid week of mucking around, testing, getting the ADAS gear out, calibrating everything, marking it all, checking the angles, checking the heights, making sure everything works and the car drives as it should from the factory. It's a lot of work to get these cars with the technology now and chuck a tray on them. Sometimes it's not really as simple as you would think. Rear end, obviously it's the same across all the Elite trays, but this one, we've got the Super Duty plates on it for Shannon. So these plates I bought last year, sat on them for a bit, chucked them on the Seismic tan dual cab we got in Melbourne, pulled them off the other week, freighted them up here when this car was in the build, chucked them on here. So if you see us, give us a wave, thumbs up. We love them, we love seeing people out there enjoying the Norwelds. Apart from that, stage 1's done. Next up, canopy and suspension. So we've got the suspension from JMACX just landed yesterday, and the canopy's not far away, so I've been told. I'm not sure what model or what package we're chucking on this canopy. I don't know if it's a half canopy, a compact, or a full length. I don't know the internals, I don't know the wiring. Probably find out next time we do a video and it's on. But stay tuned for that one. If you've got any questions, drop a comment below, get in touch with the team. If you've got a Super Duty, whether it's a cab chassis or a tub variant, get in touch with the team. Let us set yours up like this, see how good they can look. Let's do it.